Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Happy Monday, friends. A bit of a wild weather weekend. We closed out last week with severe storms in southeastern Utah, and then on Saturday, maybe you saw this on social media, 2 tornadoes touched down in the southeastern corner of the state near Blanding. It was in Montezuma Creek, just outside of Montezuma Creek. This is a great picture. Came in from Alan. Alan, thank you for sharing it. Look at that tornado. We know that the tornado teams are on the ground. They're investigating the damage because there was some. Other great photos coming from the Navajo Police Department. Okay, so this was a long track tornado. It touched down in several places in San Juan County. And then there was a separate tornado that was north of that. It was about east of Monticello, 9 miles there. So 2 separate tornadoes. 3 structures have been destroyed. The first warning was issued at 12:46. That second tornado towards Monticello was issued afterwards. It was right there on the state line and quickly tracked into Colorado. We had 6 tornado warnings totaled issued Saturday afternoon, 5 of them for the long track that destroyed 3 structures, 1 for the one that scooted very quickly over the state line. Let me show you exactly where they were. This is a lapse of that tornado warning. You can see it continues to get expanded as it moves into Colorado, and here is where we saw the other one. You'll notice that in the lapse, it pops up right there on the state line and then moves towards Dove Creek. So a very interesting weather weekend in southeastern Utah. Live view right now coming from the Red Fleet area, so over towards Flaming Gorge. We can see just a few storms in the distance. This is the high Uintas, and the high Uintas actually picked up snow. In the last 3 days, radar indicated that we had some snow primarily above 10,000 feet, where those numbers are dusting to a few inches. And that just gives you the signal that the fall season, well, it is knocking and right around the corner. So we're going to keep our eyes to the skies with these storm patterns because they've been dropping out of the Pacific Northwest, which is a fall pattern. Live view from Ensign Peak, pretty shot of the Salt Lake Valley. On your Monday, what a Monday. We've got a cold front that's going to track on through the state. That cold front's going to move through. It's going to open the door for slightly cooler temperatures. We started the morning with some light rain near the state line in northern Utah, and some precipitation can't be ruled out as that front comes through a little later tonight and into Tuesday. Live view from our Black Desert Sky Cam, where those temperatures in Ivins 95, 70s. Right now in northern Utah, we're sitting at 79. 81 is our average, so we're not far off of where we're supposed to be, but cooler air out there. 80s on the eastern side of the state, 92 in St. George. Next several hours along the Wasatch Front, 70s. We've got partly cloudy skies by ABC4 News at 10. Upper 60s are expected. As we head into tomorrow, I want to show you that low that's sending the cold front through our state. There's moisture with it, so that moisture potential really favors the eastern side of the state. It's going to wrap around with the counterclockwise flow and bring the potential for some precip. As we zoom in on that, Duchesne County, Vernal, and then of course over the Uintas and southwestern Wyoming have the best chance of seeing some of that moisture. The Futurecast here takes you through what to expect. A few pop-up storms at 9 p.m. and you're going to notice those storms by midnight into the backside of the Wasatch, Duchesne County, and then over the mountains, rolling into Tuesday morning. We stay active in northeastern Utah, and you're going to watch as that front moves through by the afternoon still towards Flaming Gorge, Manila. We have active skies. 6 p.m. A lot of that is pushing into Colorado, but it gets as far south as Grand County. Cooler air will be there with a northwest flow behind the front. Let me show you the big picture here. Shows that low on the move. High pressure briefly sets up for a portion of this work week, meaning temperatures will rise. We're still watching as we head into the weekend because the potential of some wet weather will be there. The precip outlook shows you the next 6 to 10 days favoring the western side of the state and the Wasatch Front. So a more fall-like pattern. It's a progressive pattern. We'll see what happens. 70s for tomorrow, 88 in Moab, 94 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 days in Washington County, we have the heat, mid-90s, slightly above average, with a surge of moisture moving in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Can you believe fall officially starts? Right around the corner. Slight chance for tomorrow for the Wasatch Front. Temperatures warm with that high pressure, and then that moisture surge could make it as far north and bring some storms Saturday and Sunday with those 80s expected. So an interesting 7-day with a cold front on the way. For now, we take that live view from our Nelson Peak camera showing you the Salt Lake Valley. This is our A-plus garage camera with some cloud cover out there on your Monday. A cold front approaching, so slightly breezy ahead of it, with some cooler temperatures and maybe a few storms a little later tonight. Stay on top of the forecast with that ABC4 weather app. You're going to see the QR code pop up right here, folks. It will take you to the App Store, where you can download our weather app for free. You can be forewarned with the forecast when you are on the go.